Hello everybody and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In this purple box there is some mystery math and your job is to figure out what it is. You can do that by going to the link in the description and trying this out. When you think you've got an answer, come on back and see if we get the same thing. Alright, well, let's begin. I'm going to put in a 0. And the 0 gives us 0. Okay, how about a 1? And 1 gives us a decimal. Okay, not a lot of information there. Let's try 2. 2 gives us another decimal. So I don't know, maybe a trigonometric function, maybe a parabola. Let's try 3. Okay, that does look like a nice steady upward curve. Let's just try a 4. And it seems to be continuously rising. So this looks less trig and more quadratic. Let's try on the other side, see if we get that symmetrical shape. So let's do a -1. And let's see. Yeah, that is the same decimal I got for a positive one. Let's do a -2. Okay, so this is definitely looking like a wide parabola. I'm just going to put in a -3 here. And we're continuing to get the same values as we got for the positive value. So I think we've got a quadratic, and it's right at the origin. So this is just going to be f of x equals something times x squared. There's a multiplier here because this is not, it's too wide to be just x squared. So it's something times x squared, but then there's nothing inside parentheses. There's nothing to add because our vertex here is right at the origin. What is our multiplier though? It's hard to figure out from all these decimals. So what are we going to do? Well, I think we should probably try some numbers further out. So let's try a 6 and see how that goes. Okay. Let's try a 7. Okay. So 7 gave us 7. I think this is a big clue. So how would we get 7 out of this function with something multiplied when we put in a 7? So let's think about this. I'm actually going to do this algebraically. So we're going to take f of x equals something times x squared. So I'm going to put in an a here for our multiplier times x squared. We're going to use this. And here we have our x and our y, our input and our output. So what the function equals when we put it out is 7. And the x, we still have our a here, but the x is 7. And so we square that. So this is 7 squared, that's 49 times a equals 7. And then we just divide by both sides by 49 to figure out what a is. And 7/49ths, well, you can divide the top and bottom by 7. That's 1/7. So our multiplier here is going to be 1/7. And we could try that out with some of these points, but I think we've solved it pretty well here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look. Yeah, there it is. So f of x is 1/7 times x squared. And let's go ahead and graph that. Beautiful wide parabola. Well, how did that go for you? Did you figure out that that was a quadratic? And then how did you get the multiplier if you were able to do that? I'd love to know. Thanks, everybody.